What is the being athletic director? What do you think the biggest difference is between obviously the admin and the travel, but philosophy wise, you deal with all the coaches, right? You have to deal with all the coaches. Are you in charge of the hiring process for every single one?
So I do hire all of our head coaches, and then I've got an executive team. Some people like a flat structure. I need a little bit deeper structure. Partly because philosophically, I think as you elevate in business, there's certain things you like and you gravitate towards. But once you become the CEO or in the top seat, you can. There are certain aspects of that job that only you can do, and so
Absolutely.
your job as a leader is how can I start to empower other people and allow people to do their jobs. And so we've got an executive team of 4 that report directly to me that we work pretty closely with, but kind of those are the people I work with very directly on a day-to-day basis.
I love that you said empower instead of delegate. I think there's a huge difference between empowering people and delegating. I feel like we get so wrapped up in delegating, like it freezes up to do nothing. And it's like, no, it's empowering others to be able to do their job and guiding them. You don't just delegate. I think there's such a huge difference. So what do you think for people, like the fundamental difference between, because you're still heavily involved in the sports world, right? Like you're the athletic director. So you might not be coaching the kids, but you're coaching the people that are coaching the kids. What do you think the fundamental difference between what you do as an athletic director opposed to the head football coach or head basketball coach?
I mean, I think there's a lot of similarities. I mean, I think the one difference that I have to be intentional about is I don't get as much face time with student athletes as a coach does. And so I try to be very intentional, and every time I can be at a home game across all sports, I'm going to try to at least make an appearance.
That's awesome.
I try to find opportunities to, when I'm on the road and traveling with a team, to get to spend time with student athletes. Because at the end of the day, I need to work with coaches. My job is to help resource coaches, whether it's financial resources or take off their plate things to allow them to do their jobs better. So resource development's significant in my role as an athletic director. But at the end of the day, my job is solely tied to those young men and women who come to North Texas. And so I never want to be so far removed that a student athlete can't come in and tell me what they're struggling with, what's going well, maybe a process issue that they've encountered that I could maybe help them overcome. But I think coaches on a day-to-day basis, definitely their impact and direct line with student athletes is a significant difference. But